Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I am Sally Lemus. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. A law clerk for a Superior Court judge has been ordered to surrender his passport. He is currently scheduled to be in court next Monday. Also tonight, the judge who will determine probable cause is overruled by the Supreme Court in a similar case that he dismissed. And what do Korean tourists think about their travel to the NMI? In sports, it's Japan and Korea in the women's singles final badminton action at the Adagen. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
What's the move? Kinda wild out. Catch a groove. She said, where you going? What's the move? Kinda wild out. Catch a groove. What's the move?
Opioids are commonly prescribed drugs. They can help ease short-term pain after surgery, an accident, or illness. Common brand names include Vicodin, Demerol, OxyContin, and Percocet. Opioids can be very addictive, and they can actually change how your brain works. Opioid misuse can lead to death. If you are prescribed an opioid medication, talk to your doctor. Always take exactly as directed, never take higher doses, keep your medication secure, and safely dispose of unused or expired medication. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Mickey D's McCrispy. Formerly known as the Crispy Chicken Sandwich, now has some respect on his name. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Real talk. The Spicy Crispy Chicken Sandwich should have been named Spicy McCrispy from jump. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Monday, June 19, 2023. A law clerk who was arrested on sexual assault charges has a preliminary hearing set for next Monday.
William Abrazinskis was arrested and appeared in court on Friday morning on charges that include sexual assault in the first degree, assault and battery, and disturbing the peace. His bail was set at $100,000, and a preliminary hearing was set for June the 26th. That will be at 10 a.m. in front of Judge Camacho. Abrazinskis has been ordered to not leave the island of Saipan and to surrender his passport. He's also ordered to not consume or possess any alcoholic beverages. Abrazinskis moved to the NMI from Las Vegas to work for the CNMI Superior Court. Detective Croy Ogo and Detective Shannon Delacruz conducted the interview of the alleged victim. The victim told police incident happened on April the 8th after she delivered some mail to his residence and the two went for a swim. She says she initially did not say anything about the incident but opened up to her supervisor after Abrazinskis filed a sexual harassment complaint with Human Resources against her.
The judge who will listen to the probable cause hearing next Monday in this sexual assault case was recently reversed after ruling there was no probable cause in a case that had a number of similarities.
Willie Carnell Frink was arrested in November of 2022 and charged with sexual assault Bail was initially set at $50,000. Police arrested the 40-year-old Frink after a 21-year-old crew member of one of the preposition ships told her supervisor and police that she was sexually assaulted by Frink during a visit ashore. The victim reported the incident the following morning to the ship's chief mate, who then reported it to the captain. They took the victim to the hospital for an examination and confined Frink to his room. At the preliminary hearing, though, Judge Joseph Camacho ruled that there was no probable cause and dismissed the case. The CNMI appealed the case to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has now ruled that Camacho was wrong and reversed his decision, and the Supreme Court has ordered Camacho to continue with the preliminary hearing and ordered him to find probable cause. It is not known if Frink is still in the region.
The Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission has had vacant seats for a number of years now. With 2 new nominees, the commission needs 1 more to finally conduct business. Governor Arnold Palacios has appointed James Cyrock and Dr. John Jack Angelo to serve as members of the Commonwealth Public Utilities Commission. Their nomination requires confirmation by both the Senate and House of Representatives. On Friday, lawmakers expressed their gratitude to Cyrock and Angelo for accepting the nominations into the CPUC, who has not met quorum since 2015.
First, I want to commend you two for actually accepting this nomination. And I mean that seriously because, as you pointed out, Dr. Jack, we've been struggling to try to get a quorum with the Utility Commission.
The CPUC is a 5-member governing body who regulates rates and service of electric supply, water supply, and telecommunications here in the Marianas. CPUC needs at least 3 members present to meet quorum, but for the past years, majority of the seats has remained vacant.
It's one of the most difficult boards or commissions to fill, obviously with the workload that comes with this commission. It's huge, and we may actually have to revisit the enabling statute to address the needs of CPUC, not just as a commission, but as a true running entity with the fees that will be collected from the entities that you will be watching over, in a sense, right, with the communications and utilities.
Representative Vince Aldon, who chairs the House Committee on Public Utilities, Transportations, and Communications, says that he received a complaint from a constituent whose telecommunication plan was changed.
There's a difference between changing rate and changing plans. So when a customer gets a bill and they tell them that, we changed your plan from plan A to plan B, and I'm sorry, that plan B is more expensive and we don't provide services for plan A anymore. How in the world can you do that?
Angelo responds back.
Simple answer is that the CPUC has not been in operation for 7, 8 years. So they can do whatever they want to do.
Absolutely. And that's where I see that, it is the executive branch's fault for not appointing members that are duly qualified to execute this. Because at the end of the day, every single ratepayer, every single customer, is paying that price.
Both the Senate and House committees approved the recommendations to confirm the governor's appointees. Cyrock is no stranger to public utilities in the Commonwealth. He has 44 years of experience as an attorney, serving at the AG's office, CNMI Superior Court as a judge pro tem, and as an administrative hearing officer at the Commonwealth Utilities Corporation before becoming their chief legal counsel.
My interest is the people and the residents of the CNMI, and my concern is to be able to make sure that the utility rates, as well as it's not only the utility rates, but it's also telecommunications and cell phone operators and television services. that those rates are fair and reasonable to the people of the Marianas and affordable to them.
Dr. Angelo served as a former public information officer for the late Governor Pedro Tenorio. He is also a longtime educator in the public school system and was the first Saipan television reporter.
Mainly as an educator, but also as a finder of solutions and teaching all the students I've taught here to always, always think of solutions, especially on our island of Saipan. We're small, we're isolated, and we all have to work together to create a safe and harmonious island community.
You might have noticed government and federal offices closed today and may be wondering what is going on. Well, today is a holiday, a new one, but one with a lot of significance. 2 years ago, President Joe Biden signed the Juneteenth bill into law, establishing June 19 as Juneteenth National Independence Day. This holiday commemorates the end of slavery in the United States. Governor Arnold Palacios and Lieutenant Governor David Apatang extended their greetings to the NMI community, stating, quote, 158 years ago on this very day, Union Major General Gordon Granger issued a General Order No. 3, emancipating all remaining slaves in the state of Texas and marking a significant day in American history, unquote. The governor and lieutenant governor goes on to tell the community to devote time and reflect this period of history and the effects of such great act. They encourage to look back at stories of those who faced the unjustness of slavery and lift the voices of those who experience its effect today. Coming up, a quick chat with tourists on Manigaha. Stay tuned.
One of the best addresses in Saipan has office space available now, right in the heart of things. The Marianas Business Plaza offers reasonable rates and can help build to suit your needs. You'll love the central location, just 15 minutes from the airport and 10 minutes from Garapan. Ample and covered parking keeps your vehicle close and protected. 2 restaurants for easy access, lunch, dinner and business meetings. Building security and 24-hour access to your office. Backup generators, so you can run your business in all weather. And 3 elevators mean easy and convenient access. It's the address in Saipan, the Marianas Business Plaza.
Get your goods here with care and attention with Micronesia Air Cargo Services. MAX is all about connections. Daily flights to and from Guam, 4 times a week to Rota, and bi-weekly flights to Tinian. We are connecting the Marianas. Perishable goods, Home Depot furniture and appliances, even live animals, operating since 2013. Check out our Thursday special to Rota from Guam and Saipan. Call Max at 670-288-6227. If it fits, we'll take it. Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
It's okay to take a friend or parent's medication. It came from a doctor, right?
Using someone's prescription is really risky. Taking any drugs for which you have not been medically screened is not only dangerous, but taking an opioid that was not prescribed for you is also illegal. Never borrow and never share prescribed medication. Your life and your loved one's life could depend on it. Talk to your doctor about prescribed opioids. Never mix with alcohol, and remember, never borrow, never share. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. One of our former anchors weighs in on her time in Saipan and the future of journalism in this social media age.
Chow Win brought the news into your homes on Marion's Cablevision, the cable company that was started by billionaire Larry Hillblum and then sold by private equity into a company that would eventually be acquired by NTT Docomo. After Saipan, Chow worked for network affiliates in Atlanta and Houston and has some words for aspiring journalists. As your daughters grow up, is news something that you would steer them into? News has changed so much. The consumption of it has changed. The whole dynamic of it. What would you say to young aspiring journalists?
So you want me to tell the truth, right?
Yeah.
You know, I want my kids to do whatever they want to do, what their heart calls them to do. Journalism has obviously evolved, especially with social media, the advent of social media and you know, our cell phone. Devolved in some cases, but there is still a need and a purpose for journalism, and I think that's really important that we continue to share that message, that without journalists, without the watchdogs, you know, we might not be able to account for the things that happen in our communities, particularly government and those kinds of things. So for my girls, you know, what keeps me up at night is how can we make this community safer, kinder for people. And if they want to pursue a career that involves living halfway around the world when they're 22 years old and seeking truth and telling stories, have at it. It was a wonderful adventure. I still look at Saipan as one of the most memorable moments of my entire life. I mean, it's a piece of me and it's always going to be a second home.
What do tourists think of their visit to Saipan coming out of the pandemic? Here are some candid responses from a Korean couple visiting Managaha Island.
On a recent visit to Managaha Island, we asked some tourists about their general impressions of Saipan after the pandemic. Skippy, who attended school here a few years ago, is back with his girlfriend and says that while many things are the same as he remembered them, there are some things that are very different as well. Most surprising thing, the empty casino in the middle of Garapan.
Found it a little like spooky.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it gets opened.
His girlfriend, visiting island for the first time, says she can't believe the color of the water and the peaceful vibe. Anything surprising to you about your visit to Saipan?
First of all, I could get Korean cuisine so easily here. Like I just had Korean LA kalbi, which is like so typical in Korea. So I was like, wow, you can get it so easy here. And also the local people, like I can tell they're from Filipino, like Philippine or like Hawaii is so diverse. So I like that. I can totally see that some businesses are very empty. And last night, like we went out for clubbing or like to have some kind of drinks, but I could tell like there are only a few. And also when we visit there are like less people, and I figured like it's kind of dangerous if you just walk around at night because there are only a few people around. So I figured it's better to go hotel like around 10 p.m.
Some of my like friends' parents like used to own like some businesses, but like I realized they're not doing the business anymore.
No.
And it's a bit sad. And I realized that like when I was young, there were like a lot of like students, like especially from Korea. But I think the size got much smaller over like 10 years. So I find it somewhat sad. Because I think it is a perfect place for education, to be honest.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We have sports up next.
Need a new phone? Trade in now and get up to $500 off our best 5G devices. trade in your older phone in any condition and step up to better savings and speeds only our 5G network can provide. Check out our website and catch up on the best mobile experience. Trade in now. Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Hafaday and Tiro golfers, you're invited to the 21st annual Handmade Charity Classic Golf Tournament on Saturday, July 15th at Lau Lau Bay Golf and Resort West. Cash, cars, and other incredible prizes, and with our popular Blackjack Double Peoria format, anyone can win. Awards luncheon and a raffle you don't want to miss right after, so register today at Lau Lau, and we'll see you for a great day of golf on July 15th. From your friends at Handmade.
Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com. Hey golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Buenas sports fans.
Women's singles badminton finals. It was a rematch, Japan versus Korea. Would the outcome be the same?
Miyazaki from Japan in blue, Kim from Korea in red. Action is fierce. Miyazaki to serve. That's a 33-second point. Miyazaki takes it with the winner down the line for the game. Players switch sides. We're going to see another incredible point here. A mixture of power and finesse, great saves, quick transitions from offense to defense. Pretty good crowd on hand at the Ada Gym for the finals of the second tournament held here. Third game, 2017. Kim is down. She's serving. She won the finals last week, but this match is going to go the other way as Miyazaki from Japan gets the win. Miyazaki won the first game, lost the second, comes back to win the third. She is the singles champ.
I feel very down, but Che coach told me the fighting and cheer her up, so I feel better and I do that.
21 countries participated in the 2 tournaments. Ada Gym was transformed prior to the mini games that we hosted last summer, and having a venue like this means an opportunity to host these sorts of competitions. Players here were looking to scoop up points to qualify for the Olympics, and that's what attracted players from as far away as Australia and New Zealand, even the UK, to our shores. Here's Lok Po Wong, the president of Badminton Oceania.
Well, I think it's a fantastic effort by the Northern Marianas Badminton Association, and they put in a very spectacular 2 tournaments. It's really one of the best tournament in Oceania. The way it's put up for the spectators, for the players, for the officials, and for everyone. So it's fantastic.
Hi, I'm Dre, one of the personal trainers here at Goat's Gym, and today we're going to go over the cable lat pull down. Now what we want to remember with machine-based exercises, there's really no right or wrong way of doing it. There's multiple ways of executing the exercise. What you'll often see is lifters executing the exercise in this fashion, and instead of working the muscles of your upper back, you're just irritating the shoulder joint, which is what you don't want. All right, let's clean that up a little bit. Let's sit upright a little bit more. Okay, as you get a full stretch, bring it down with your elbows coming in. So in general, as you set up this way, you're going to be feeling majority of the impulse right here, which is your lats. Okay. He's getting a full stretch and he's getting a full squeeze in the bottom.
And for your KSPN weather report, tonight partly cloudy with isolated showers, east wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, low 78 and a 20% chance of showers. Tomorrow partly cloudy, isolated showers and thunderstorms, east winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, low 79 and a 20% chance of showers. You can expect some rain this week until the weekend. Your coastal waters forecast combined seas of 3 to 5 feet are expected to remain fairly steady this week. An encroaching tropical disturbance may increase shower and thunderstorm potential Tuesday night through Thursday. High tide will be at 7:37 a.m., low tide 3:24 p.m., sunrise will be at 5:48 a.m., and the sunset, you can catch that at 6:49 p.m. All right, Marianas, that is your Monday edition of the News, Sports, and Weather. Thank you so much for watching the Channel 2 News. Have a great night, and we'll see you back on Wednesday.